throwing the fingers versus key bedding. This is throwing the finger. Throwing one finger at a time, throwing all the fingers like a baby waving bye-bye, or signaling that a person is talking too much. Notice the motion is coming from the lowest knuckle joint. This is in contrast to key bedding, which is what too many of our students do, where they are pressing directly downward. And the sound is harsh, it's ugly. I'm very tense. You can see, they're throwing the fingers. Even though I'm playing reasonable volume, I'm not getting a harsh sound. Actually, this piano is kind of harsh anyway, but I think you know what I mean. So, the motion, the trajectory of the fingertip is going to go in towards the palm if I try very slow motion. And as a result, when you throw rather than press down, in response, that lowest knuckle joint pops up. So even if you are double jointed like me, you won't suffer from knuckle collapse. With chords, think of a grab. It's what our hands evolved to do. They didn't evolve to press down on things. Grabbing chords gives greater security because you're not just kind of laying your hand down somewhere and hoping that you land in the right place. And I'm splattering all over the place. Grabbing the chord, you not only get a stronger tone, but you just feel a whole lot more secure. With the thumb, I describe it as hanging. Like this, not like this, which is what every one of our students will tend to do. Playing with the whole arm. Sure, actually hanging the thumb, and that there's actually motion coming from that lowest knuckle joint there, right here. Notice that the rest of my fingers kind of pop up a little bit. It's just from the rebound. It's a little bit like jazz hands. For my students who like gymnastics, I like to compare the thumb to a springboard when they do their vault event. And that will really help free up the thumb. With octaves, especially since most people will have a smaller hand and won't be able to completely grab an octave, and my teacher compares it to dribbling a basketball. So, you might see in a passage with extended octaves. I think of dribbling. In that particular passage, I also like to alternate using 4 and 5 because my hand is just big enough that I can do that. I understand that some students won't be able to. In that case, I wouldn't recommend that piece. But to vary the dynamic levels using the throw motion, I like to compare a soft throw to petting a kitten or a puppy, or the mama cat kind of grabbing her baby by the neck to move them around. So the motion is still fundamentally the same. I'm moving the fingertip in toward the palm. Still kind of a snap or a fling, but it's very soft. Or I can do that with greater speed. That will give me a louder sound. But the sound is never totally harsh, as if we were key bedding. This piano, we don't need to do that. It will sound even worse. And then we want to play loudly and avoid that harsh sound further. Just let the arm rebound after we complete the throw. Notice at this close angle, I won't be able to see it completely. But see that? I'm letting the rest of my arm kind of absorb that tension, or absorb the impact so that I'm not key bedding like that. So I hope this short explanation has been helpful.